Alright, fellas, buckle up, because what I'm about to say might sting a little, but trust me, it's exactly what you need to hear. What if I told you that the thing you think makes you attractive, the thing you've been clinging to like your life depends on it, is actually making you weaker? Yeah, you heard me. Most men are fumbling the ball completely when it comes to impressing women. Why? Because they're focusing on the wrong stuff. Spoiler alert. Muscles, money, and fancy possessions, not the secret weapon you think they are. There's one cold hard truth out there. A mindset shift so powerful it separates the boys from the men. It's not just about being attractive to women, though that's a nice bonus. It's about becoming the kind of guy who commands respect, turns heads, and dominates every aspect of life. Oh, and don't worry, this isn't some cheesy pickup line nonsense. This is based on ancient wisdom. Think philosopher levels of wisdom. Stick around, because by the time we're done, you'll have a realization so epic it might just change the way you see yourself forever. Trust me, this is one lesson you don't want to miss. Are you ready? Good. Let's go. 1. Most men get wrong about attraction. Alright, here's where most guys get stuck, and I'm talking centuries of wrong moves here. For generations, men have been told this lie that attraction is all about looks, status, or how fat your wallet is. The better you look, the more you own, the more women you'll have throwing themselves at your feet, right? Wrong. Sure, those things can catch someone's attention for a moment, but they're not the secret sauce to true, lasting attraction. And here's the kicker. The ancient Stoics? They figured this out long before anyone was swiping left or right. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, these guys cracked the code, and it's as true today as it was in ancient Rome. Here's the deal. Women are not drawn to a guy who's desperate to prove himself. They don't want the dude running after them with flowers, memorized compliments, and a list of why he's the perfect catch. They're drawn to something much deeper. Self-mastery. That's right. The quickest way to lose a woman's interest, put her on a pedestal, act like she's your only shot at happiness, and basically beg for her validation. Newsflash, that's not attractive. It's exhausting. Think about it. How many times have you seen a guy bending over backward, jumping through hoops just to win a woman's approval? Does it work? Almost never, because here's the brutal truth. When you're chasing validation, you're giving up your power. And when you give up your power, you lose respect. Women don't want a guy who needs them to feel whole. They want someone who's already got his act together, a guy who's grounded in himself and doesn't need anyone to complete him. And this, my friend, is where Stoicism enters the chat. The Stoics preached self-mastery above all else, control over your emotions, your desires, your actions. It's this unshakable inner strength that makes a man magnetic. Any guy who starts chasing that, he becomes the kind of man women can't ignore. 2. The Stoic key to unshakable attraction. Alright, here's the real secret sauce to being absolutely irresistible. And fair warning, it's not what you think. The ancient Stoic philosophers, those wise guys in togas, taught us that the highest form of power doesn't come from outside things. It's not your bank account, your biceps, or even how flashy your car is. Nope, it comes from one thing: self-control. Read that again. The ability to master your emotions, stay calm under pressure, and stay unshaken by what's happening out there. That's the real magic. And let's be honest, who doesn't find confidence and composure attractive? Now, Marcus Aurelius, the OG of chill rulers, said it best when he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Translation: when you stop wasting your energy stressing over things you can't control, what society thinks about you, what women think, or whether your coffee order was spelled right on the cup, you free yourself. You unlock a new level of confidence that's magnetic. The brutal truth is, you don't need anyone's validation. Not from women, not from society, not even from your Instagram likes. When you stop chasing approval, something incredible happens. You take back your power. Now you're not the one doing the chasing, you are the prize. This truth shifts everything. But hold up. You're thinking, what does that even look like in real life? Picture this. The next time something doesn't go your way, maybe someone ghosts you, maybe you don't get that job, what do? Instead of unraveling or spiraling, you take it in stride. You breathe. You stay cool. That's self-mastery. That's Stoicism in action. And trust me, a man who controls his own world, that man is impossible to ignore. Stay tuned, because next, we're breaking it down even further. You won't want to miss it. 3. How to embody this power in real life. Alright fellas, this is where the rubber meets the road. We've talked about the Stoic principles, but now we're getting down to business. How to actually live like the kind of guy who turns heads without even trying, the kind of guy women can't help but notice and respect. Because if you're just nodding along and thinking, wow, great advice, but then you're back to chasing approval the second this video ends, you're missing the point. It's time to embody this power, and here's how you do it. 1. Detach from outcomes. First up, detachment. This might sound like a meditation mantra, but trust me, it's the most game-changing mindset you'll ever adopt. The biggest mistake men make is hinging their self-worth on how a woman reacts to them. Whether she says yes to that date, leaves you on read, or lights up when you walk into the room, it shouldn't matter, not to you. Why? Because your worth isn't a stock market tied to someone else's opinion. Here's the shift. Instead of focusing on impressing anyone, focus on living your life in a way that lights you up. When you're confident, centered, and living with purpose, you naturally become magnetic. Think about what Epictetus said. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things beyond our control. You don't control others' opinions, but you do control how you stand in your truth. 2. Master emotional control. Next, we've got emotional control, aka not being that guy. Don't be the dude who flips out when things don't go his way, or who gets over the top excited when someone gives him attention. You know what that screams? Neediness. And neediness is a colossal buzzkill. A Stoic man is like a rock, steady, unshaken, and confident. He controls his emotions. His emotions don't control him. Picture this. You're chatting with a woman, and the vibe shifts in a way you didn't expect. Do you panic? Do you overcompensate to get that vibe back? Nope. You stay cool, calm, collected. That's the energy of a man who commands respect, and when you command respect, you're in control of the room. 3. Stop seeking validation. Here's a brutal truth. If you're hunting for validation, you're giving away your power. Women have like a sixth sense for this. They can tell when a guy is craving their approval, and guess what? It's not attractive. Confidence is born from within. It's built through discipline, skill, and genuine self-assurance, not Instagram likes or a flood of compliments. Be the man Seneca described. A wise man is content with himself. Confidence doesn't beg for attention, it invites it. 4. Purpose over pleasure. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, focus on purpose over pleasure. A man chasing fleeting thrills, whether it's parties, attention, or meaningless validation, is a leaf blowing in the wind. But a man with purpose, he's a storm. When you're driven by a mission bigger than yourself, people notice. Women notice. Marcus Aurelius nailed it when he said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Here's the takeaway. Stop talking about being the man and start being the man. Find what drives you, pursue it relentlessly, and watch how the world, and yes, women, start taking notice. That's how you own the room, every time. Stay tuned, because the final nugget of wisdom is going to knock your socks off. Will you rise to the challenge? Number 4, the unshakable man. Alright guys, it's time for some cold, hard truth. The mic drop moment of this whole discussion. And fair warning, this might sting a bit. You will never attract women, or anyone else for that matter, by chasing them. Period. End of story. But here's the good news. You don't have to. The real secret? You attract by becoming the kind of man no one wants to lose. The kind of guy who walks into a room and suddenly the energy shifts. People notice, they respect, they're curious, and no, it's not about flashy moves or breaking out your best dating app one-liners. It's about becoming unshakable. What does that even mean? It means being the man who's in control of himself, not the one being pulled in every direction by his emotions or others' opinions. Emotional control is magnetic. Picture this. Things go wrong, plans fall apart, someone throws shade your way, but instead of cracking, you stay calm. You move with confidence. That's not just attractive, it's rare. Most people don't have that level of self-mastery, but Stoic men, they live it. When you learn to master your own emotions, the rest of the world and the people in it start to come to you. And validation? Sorry, but if you're out here still looking for people to tell you how great you are, whether it's women, your boss, your friends, you're missing the point. Power doesn't come from approval. It comes from knowing your worth without needing anyone else to remind you. That kind of confidence, it's electric. Women sense it, people respect it, opportunities seem to find you. But the crown jewel of being unshakable? Purpose. A man without a mission might as well be wandering through life with a meh sign taped to his forehead. But a man who's chasing something bigger than himself? He's got fire, he's got drive, and that makes him irresistible. Like Marcus Aurelius said, stop talking about being great, start being great. A man of purpose doesn't chase, he leads. And here's the magic. When you bring all these traits together, emotional mastery, unshakable confidence, and a purpose-filled life, you become magnetic, not just to women, but to opportunities, success, and respect. That's the power of Stoicism. That's how you stop being the guy who's chasing and start becoming the man everyone chases. Now, are you ready to step into your power? The bottom line? Here's the deal. Becoming irresistible isn't a magic trick. It's about stepping into the best version of yourself and building a foundation no one can shake. Confidence, emotional control, a sense of purpose, all of these are within your grasp. When you stop chasing and start becoming, everything changes. Women, respect, opportunities, they'll come to you naturally. Be the unshakable man who leads with character, purpose, and unyielding self-assurance. That's the ultimate game changer. It's not about impressing her, him, or anyone else. It's about owning your truth and living it fully. Now go make it happen.